August 2005. New Orleans and the surrounding areas were devastated by Hurricane Katrina. 2,000 lives lost and approximately $81 billion in damage. Director Spike Lee and producer Sam Pollard, both NYU Tisch professors, flew down to Louisiana to capture the aftermath and the lives affected for a documentary. A year later, in 2006, they aired it on HBO called When the Levees Broke, a requiem in 4 acts. Their film received 3 Emmys and a prestigious Peabody Award.
I think the most shocking thing to me was how little respect it was given to the people of the community by the federal government. How long it took the federal government to bring in the food and the water and the troops to help this city survive.
Pollard and Lee decided to return 5 years later to the region for a follow-up documentary. They were inspired by English director Michael Apted.
And many years ago, Michael Apted did a film called 7 Up. And it was about young children in England who were 7 years old and what their lives were like when they were 7. And then he decided to go back and do a follow-up film about those young people when they were 14. Then he did 14 Up. Then he decided to do another film about those young people when they were 21. And Spike had seen those films. He wanted to go back and revisit some of the people that he had shot in the first film.
Pollard and Lee got more than they expected when the Deepwater Horizon oil rig exploded in April of 2010.
Well, people were devastated, but they were also very courageous. They wanted to see if they could get that oil out of the Gulf.
A bag is like you use in your garage after you clean up your garage with.
We were very fortunate in a very sad way to get this story because it really, I think, raised the profile of how important it is to understand this region and to document this region.
Lee and Pollard released their documentary, If God is Willing and the Creek Don't Rise, in August, as a 2-part 4-hour special on HBO. Their second film, which also won a Peabody Award, was released to DVD on the 1-year anniversary of the BP oil spill. Spike Lee came to Barnes & Noble to promote his new documentary with a DVD signing.
I think that's a great subject, and I think he tries to bring awareness of the problems.
It's how the people in the 9th Ward, even today, are somewhat disenfranchised. So I'm glad that Spike Lee and many other people are really taking an interest in saying, this is an American story, and we need to do better.
An American story that may be revisited in the future.
There will be a 3rd installment, there'll be a 4th installment, until me and Spike are too old to make any more installments.
Dancing, cheering, and singing in joy, the filmmakers hope their next documentary will be about how the people of this region were able to overcome all of this adversity. For NYU Tonight, I'm Alex Morsanutto.